here with Amanda Sharratt. So here's the thing. One thing that a lot of us are trying to do always, it seems like, is save money. So Amanda is a financial planner. She's here to teach us all about a spending freeze. And
Yes.
I'm like, sounds difficult, but okay, so what is a spending freeze?
Yeah, so a spending freeze is just literally freezing your spending for a period of time. So that could be a week, a month, however long you choose. But if you're just getting started with it, I would recommend sticking to a week, right? Because that can be challenging enough to try to refrain from spending for a week.
Yeah. When you say spending, are we saying anything outside of, bills for the house that need to be paid?
Yes.
This is just like the fun money, kind of? The things we
Right.
want to spend it on.
The things that we want to spend money
Not
on.
need to
yes.
spend it on.
Right, yeah. If your electric bill is coming due or your gas bill is, of course
We
you have
can't
to pay
freeze.
those. Right.
Don't you wish you could freeze those
You
things?
wish you could freeze those things, but you can't. So you have to keep paying those things. But yeah, but I think no matter how long you do it, you can get the benefits from it. And so the biggest benefit is, of course, you're going to save money.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is, anytime you had the urge to spend money and maybe you would have just went to the store or bought it online or that kind of thing, instead keep track of that and save it or put it towards paying off debt or whatever your goal is that way.
What do you suggest when it comes to, I'm sure there's a lot of benefits, but clearly writing everything down, having like I feel like a lot of times we think of everything in our head, what we're spending
Yes.
money on, what we're not spending, but putting it in writing
Yes.
and really seeing what's going out, I think that shocks a lot of people when they really look at, whoa, I didn't realize how much,
Yes.
even like going out to restaurants or
Yes, or
everything has
coffee
a-
or those kinds
coffee.
of things, yeah. And none of that is bad, but as you're saying, it can add up. And so if you pick a week and you just say, I'm going to refrain from spending, and then instead write it down, I think you'll be surprised at how much. And then you can put that towards, your saving goal or towards debt or that kind of thing. And so it also teaches you to be resourceful, because instead of, going and buying it, where maybe you just would have went and bought the thing, now you can think, can I use something else, or is there a way I could do this without having to go buy something?
Interesting. So it helps you to be resourceful. So
Yes.
you're becoming almost a better person through this process
Yes,
too.
yeah.
I'm sure it also then just teaches you, it has to relieve some stress then. Once you
Yes.
start seeing the money come in and you're holding on to the money or maybe using it for somewhere that you really need it to go, probably makes you
Yes.
feel really good. And then it promotes you to want to do it more.
Exactly, and you start recognizing your spending habits. So it's so easy to spend money, right? We can do it online or with our phones, all those things, without even
It's
thinking
scary.
about it.
Amazon, one of the worst things ever invented for that, right?
And the best thing, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's kind of the same thing. So yes, but you start recognizing what tempted me to say I wanted to buy that thing. So because you're consciously saying no to it, so now you're like, what tempted me to want to buy that? Why did I want to impulse buy? And you're recognizing what's triggering you to spend money.
It's interesting. What other? Now, there's got to be other benefits to doing this, other than because
Yeah.
they're probably endless.
Yeah. I think another one would be, it gets you used to saying no. It can be hard to say no to ourselves, to our kids, to our family, and that kind of thing. And you don't always have to say no, but this is teaching you how to say no and really realize what's a need and what's a want, and kind of distinguishing between the two. And then, of course, it builds your confidence. So if you're refraining from spending and you're paying off extra debt or you're saving money, all of those things are going to help you build your confidence around money, which is always a great thing.
So what's the best way if someone wants to just start doing this? I mean, you can clearly do a cold turkey. You're just like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to start now.
Yes.
Start today. What's the best way to really start?
I would say the best way is to prepare for it. So fill your car up with gas. Go to the store, get the staples, bread and milk and those kinds of things, any other household staples that you need. But the goal is don't overspend when you go to the store, right? Because most of us probably have enough in our pantry that we could go a week and just shop our pantry, and that will help us save money that way.
It's just never as fun, right? But it's
Right.
true.
It's true. We just get used to grocery shopping every week. Maybe we don't need to. And so preparing that way, and then you just set a week and say, we're not going to spend money on extra things. We're not going to buy the coffee or go out to eat or do those things. We're gonna maintain, and then we're going to save that money instead. And I think you'll be surprised how much money you save and how much you realize what you're spending money on.
And it just can be something so small as that. I feel like people think there has to be this big equation to make it happen, but it seems pretty simple if you just stick to it.
Yes.
And then you start there, and then we have to have her back more often, because then she could just explain, now what we can do with that money that we've saved, right? There's a lot of different ways to go.
Yeah, it kind of snowballs and helps you keep that habit, a good habit of saving money. Yeah.
Well, Amanda, thank you so much for
You're
coming in.
welcome. Thank
Pleasure
you.
always having you here.